This morning, members of the Berks County District Attorney's Task Force, Drug Task Force, Pennsylvania State Police, Reading Police Department, Department of Homeland Security, and the Berks County Sheriff's Department conducted an early morning drug roundup of 22 defendants from Berks County. To date, we have 14 of those individuals are in custody, and we are still seeking 8 of those individuals. These investigations of these drug dealers were initiated by complaints from concerned citizens regarding drug activity in their neighborhoods. These investigations involved heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, synthetic marijuana, and marijuana. During the investigation, undercover detectives purchased amounts of controlled substances with street values ranging from $20 to $280. Afterwards, detectives from my office and the state police and the Reading Police Department obtained arrest warrants for the defendants that are listed on this board. And the board reflects the individuals who there are warrants who have been picked up, and also we have and the individuals who have not been picked up to date. But this the board has photographs of all the individuals who were involved in this drug roundup and that we are still seeking. The warrants were issued by various magisterial district judges throughout Berks County. This raid was not just concentrated in the city of Reading, but involves defendants from various municipalities throughout our county. The 14 defendants in custody at this time are Andrew Pearson, Reginald Robertson, Edwin Vieira Cortavere, Paris Carroll, Giovanni Demetrio Gordon, Seferino Figueroa Santiago, Ramon Rivera Ortiz, Norberto Vargas Fontanez, Zachary Evans. He is in custody in New Jersey. That is the individual who was picked up in New Jersey this weekend as a result of a complaint, but he had alleged that he was shot in Reading. So we had a warrant for him for drug delivery. Amaris Reynoso, Michael Barlow, Anne Marie Hill, Jason Figueroa, and Luis Angel Garcia. As you know, as I've stated, 8 individuals are still at large. We would ask anyone who knows their whereabouts to contact the Berks County District Attorney's Office at 610-478-7171 or Crime Alert Berks County at 877-373-9913. Now, one of the reasons that we wanted to talk to you today is that we have seen an alarming increase in overdose deaths in our county. All of these individuals who are pictured here are involved in the illicit drug trade in our county. While I can't tell you that they are responsible for the overdose deaths, the drug dealers who are operating in our community are responsible. And our community has suffered way too many drug deaths. In 2014, we had 66 overdose deaths. 29 of those cases involved heroin. In 2015, we had 69 overdose deaths. 27 of those involved heroin. And this year, we already have 61 confirmed overdose deaths, with 14 awaiting toxicology. So we're already up to 75 overdose deaths this year. 31 of those we are aware of involved heroin, and we are waiting again for toxicology, where we potentially suspect that 10 more will involve heroin. So we're seeing an increase. And this is not just, this is affecting our whole community. We need to be, as I've stated many times, we're not going to arrest our way out of this problem. We need prevention, we need treatment, we need education, but we need enforcement. And today was an example of the enforcement part. Drug dealers need to be incapacitated and put in jail to protect us from this problem that is occurring here and in many of our communities throughout the state. One of the problems is that each one of these individuals also had the potential of distributing a lethal dose. We are finding, and I'll let, if you have any questions, I know that Jonn Hollenbach can answer those. Many of these doses that are being sold on our streets may contain heroin, or they may contain fentanyl. As you can see from the numbers that I gave you, not every case involves heroin. There are cases that we have seen that just involve fentanyl. And that's lethal. And we have heard about some of the number of overdoses in other states, specifically Ohio and the Cincinnati area, with car fentanyl. We don't want that to come here to our community. We have to be vigilant, and we will continue to be vigilant in our enforcement and our education and prevention to stop this epidemic. But it's clear from the numbers, from the statistics, that we have a problem with overdose deaths in our community, and we need to have it stopped using all the tools that are available to us, not only in law enforcement, but in the treatment and people getting treatment, and everything that we can do needs to be done to stop this, so that we start seeing a drop in these numbers versus the upswing that we are seeing this year. In closing, we will remain vigilant in our efforts to combat this epidemic in our community, and we really, really need to see the number of overdose deaths decrease versus the upswing that we have been seeing. Jonn, would you like to comment on that?
Thank you. One thing I want to say that District Attorney Adams pointed out was the fentanyl. We've had, last year, we had some deaths that involved one of the synthetic forms of fentanyl called acetyl fentanyl. District Attorney Adams talked about out in Ohio the carafentanyl. In Berks County this year, we've had deaths attributed to acetyl fentanyl, a substance called furanol fentanyl, and also methyl fentanyl. These are all man-made synthetic forms of the prescription fentanyl. So I would assume that most of the people that are dying of these don't know that they're actually going to ingest that substance. So my biggest point would be, if you're buying drugs, you don't know what you're getting. Our numbers are increasing. At this point, with 3 full months left in the year, we very well will probably double our heroin deaths from last year. There's just too much of it, and it ranges from age, race, monetary status. It's all over the place. It's teenagers, it's adults. I think our oldest heroin death is probably somebody in their 70s. There's no rhyme or reason for it. Thank you.
And these heroin deaths have occurred in every part of our county. And as John said, it involves every age imaginable, from teenagers to older people, and it's just scary.